Are you surprised by Sam's success in Minnesota?
No, I'm not. I was always, of all of the guys that they had here, whether it was Zach Wilson, Mark, Geno Smith, like all of that kind of young run of quarterbacks, the one guy that I felt was left hung out to dry the most with no supporting cast whatsoever, and I always felt could play was Sam Darnold. And anybody that's heard me speak about it on the air, my opinion with him consistently over the years is that he was a starting caliber quarterback in the NFL. Now, to what level? Like, was he going to be a top 5 quarterback? Was he going to be an MVP candidate? Could you win a Super Bowl with him? I mean, though, it's hard to say what the ceiling of a
Yeah.
player is. But in the 3 years, he was really the Jets starting quarterback. I mean, they tanked the last year that he was the quarterback. Like, to try to get Trevor Lawrence, they ended up with Zach Wilson.
Yep.
Right, but they legitimately tanked the season.
Yeah. 0 and
Right?
13 start.
Exactly. So the years that he legitimately was the quarterback and they were trying to win with him, you can make an argument that Robbie Anderson was the most gifted offensive player that they gave him in the years that he was the starting quarterback. Robbie Anderson would be cut by this team, and this team's 3-8. He wouldn't make this team.
Yeah.
Not only would he not be a contributor, he would not have made the roster. That's the group he played with. So I'm not surprised at all that Darnold, and then he went to Carolina, threw a few balls to Christian McCaffrey. All of a sudden, Christian McCaffrey got hurt. And he ends up in San Francisco, and he was kind of in the exact same position in Carolina that he was with the Jets, right? Like a terrible offensive line, no supporting cast, and everybody's like, oh, Sam Darnold can't play. Well, wait a minute. Like, what hand are you dealing him? But he goes to San Francisco, spends a year kind of getting healthy and getting his mind right, and a really good coach to spend a year hanging out with and getting your mind right with. And now he's throwing the ball to a healthy Justin Jefferson. Yeah. Like, hey, deal me that hand if you're Sam Darnold. And now all of a sudden, oh, look at that. Sam Darnold can play. Wow. I always believed that he was a good player. And I just thought that he was always dealt a tough hand here.